What's up everyone, welcome back. I am Cool Guy, and today we're going to be covering episode 3 of my Destiny Crucible tips. We're going to be going over sniping. Now at the end of the video, I'm going to be going over a couple sniping tactics. It is Iron Banner Week, and when you search for sniping videos, you get a ton of great tips from people, right? Counter sniping, sniping locations, using the best sniper. Now I'm going to get to those in a later video, but right now, we're going to be covering my actual thought process of sniping. From start to finish, we're going to slow it down, how to work on your shot. It took me a while to try to convey this into words. I'm trying my best, and before I actually get into how I snipe, let's define a couple terms, and we're going to put it all together at the end. It's worked for me, it's always worked for me, and hopefully I can make it work for you. That's my goal. I want to make it work for you. Now first off, I'm a console gamer. No PC, that's all I've ever known. I've adopted things that developers have put into first-person shooters on consoles. Destiny has some of those things, like aim acceleration and aim assist, and I know some players don't like aim assist, but it helps me way more than it hurts me. We'll get to that in a little bit. But basically, aim acceleration is where you turn faster the longer you continue to turn. So if you're aiming right, as you're aiming right, you pick up a little bit of speed to get there. And aim acceleration and aim assist, they coexist, and aim assist is the amount of slowdown your crosshair is going to have when you hover over an enemy. Think of it like a magnet. So you're aiming down sights at nothing, in the corner of your eye you see an enemy, start moving your crosshair towards him. Now when you get to him, your crosshair suddenly slows down. It kind of magnetizes to him. And did you know that each weapon has an aim assist stat associated with it in Destiny? And the higher that aim assist weapon stat is, the greater aim assistance your weapon's going to have, the more slowdown you're going to get when you hover over your enemy. And here's some of the top sniper rifles in Destiny and their aim assist stats. That stat is out of 100. The higher the number, the greater the aim assist. And starting from the bottom, Praydenths Revenge at 20, Efrideets Spear 25, Eye of Soul, that's the Trials of Osiris Sniper, 37, The Chosen 38, Black Hammer 39, Final Boss 39, Icebreaker No Land Beyond at 50, Subtle Nudge DN7, now that's the House of Wolves Crucible Quartermaster Sniper at 51, The Supremacy 63, LDR 5001 at 64, Patience and Time 65, Longbow 68, and the Prudence from New Monarchy has the highest aim assist stat at 74. And you can do well with any weapon on that list, but let's take a couple quick notes. The Praydenths Revenge is the lowest at 20, but does that mean that the weapon is bad? Absolutely not. The weapon's great, right? Its rate of fire kind of feels like a scout rifle. You get a lot of shots in, that's the important thing. But personally, I call it the Praydenths Gatling gun. But at the bottom, you see a lot of familiar faces, Supremacy, LDR, Longbow, then the elusive Prudence, which actually shoots a little bit faster than the Revenge. But the highest aim-assisted weapons in the game are Hardlight and Vex, and their stat is 100. And if you take hand cannons as an example, the new Jewel of Osiris will share with the Devil You Don't as the most aim-assisted hand cannon at 90. The Red Hand is right behind at 89, and a lot of people talk about the Red Hand. That 89 assist stat is an underlying reason why it's so popular and why a lot of weapons in general are popular. And if not, it's a very, very interesting coincidence. So aim assist is how hard you slow down when snapping at your target. In my very first Crucible tip video, I went over simplifying your aim. Remember that? Think of it like a clock. Your reticle in the middle, numbers on the outside. Make very smooth, deliberate movements at your target from center, 3 o'clock, 8 o'clock, point A to point B, even if you're twitch shooting. Now, if you look back at any one of my videos where I'm sniping or aiming in general, I am doing this. You can see that I am doing this. If you pause this video and watch it with no sound, I am doing this. So there are two types of sniping. One is where you're standing fairly still, aiming down sights like right now, like a corner doorway, open field, and people call that hard scoping. But what do you expect? You have a sniper out, right? But from here, it's small precision aiming. Your reticle is about head level, and you make small movements to hit your shot. The second type of sniping is everything else but Method 1, but the goal is to get back to Method 1, kind of hard scoping. It'll make sense in a second. No matter what sensitivity you're on, this is going to work. I use aim acceleration and aim assist to my advantage. This is kind of why I've been shoving it down your throat the past couple minutes. But this is how I do it, how a lot of people do it. I'm just not sure if it's ever been explained before, so I really hope that it makes sense to you guys. I make two movements, sometimes just one, but they're very fast movements, and here's a slow breakdown of how it works. Now, the background, I'm just strafing left and right, but you see the aim assist, you see the magnetism when I go over the Vandals. That's it kicking in, and PvE, campaign enemies always have a greater amount of aim assist than multiplayer, but multiplayer still has it too. So you have your sniper out, you're moving, you see an enemy to your left. Right as you see him, aim down your sights and just look at him. All you do is aim at him. We're not being precise, we're just making the movement, looking in his general direction. Because for some people, it's just kind of a flick twitch. Some people, it's just a smooth, deliberate movement. But what happens is aim acceleration and aim assist kick in. So no matter how far you're coming from, you look at him, it's going to stop. Aim assist is going to stop you. Sometimes you're short, sometimes you're long. And when this happens, you just make a second movement to their head. Point A to point B, then point A to point B again. But sometimes you just nail it. That first movement nails it, so no second movement needed. But after you make that first movement, you immediately know where you are. You need to go straight to the head from there. So in summary, as soon as you see him, aim down sights and look at him. Just move in the general direction, make the movement. Aim assist is going to stop you. From there, you're kind of hard scoped. You're back to Method 1 and do your precision aiming and hit your headshot. I've always been a very aggressive sniper in first-person shooters. I love it. I always like being in places where people don't expect you to be sniping from. Those are the best spots. But Couple quick tips in sniping tactics. It is Iron Banner week. Before, you could have out your Icebreaker with 6 shots, transfer seamlessly to your secondary, and it would transfer the ammo. Well, that doesn't work anymore. And in 1.1.2, special ammo is kind of limited in general. But keep an Icebreaker with you. Say this is your Iron Banner loadout. You have the Thorn, Last Word with a Felt Winter's Lie. Don't lie. Like, that's probably what you're using. But you start off with 7 shots in the shotgun. You run around, you do your thing, right, but you're out of ammo. You have to wait for a crate. It takes 2 minutes. You only get 4 bullets. In your death screen, switch to the Icebreaker and have a trusted primary. Timber's Lash, Red Hand, Oversoul Edict, whatever it is. Even use the Icebreaker if you have to. Just run around, right? The whole goal is to have 6 shots in your Icebreaker. Now, when you die, like right here in your death screen, switch off of the Icebreaker to your preferred special, then get back your exotic primary. What happens is when you come back in, you now have 2+ full magazine of your special, and that's a lot better than waiting 2 minutes for 4 bullets. And 6 shots in the Icebreaker takes about 30 seconds, so that's about how long you'll be running around. Second quick tip is for counter sniping, and if you must challenge another sniper, both of you behind cover, he has the advantage, meaning you're in your snipe battle, he's hard scoped in on you. I want you to jump out of the corner and take your shot, because it is going to extremely throw him off. He's not going to know what to do, because unless he has a last round sniper primed to hit you in the body to kill you, he's not going to, because he's going to miss you completely or hit you in the body, but you get the advantage back and you can take him out. I want you to try that out. And third is we can reforge weapons in the House of Wolves, but before that, we could do it in the Iron Banner. So if you have extra motes, extra guns, the game has changed, especially ammo. I got extremely lucky with this LDR. We got double down in Field Scout. Field Scout, most importantly, instead of 7 shots, I now have 24. So be thinking about that. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you learned something from this video. And if you did, please give it a like and maybe a sub if you haven't already. Good luck in the Crucible, my friends. And until next time, I am Cool Guy.